We are looking at topic B, quiz. We are looking at version 2 for practice. Let's look at question number 1. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it. Everybody can see it, correct? Remember to make the necessary corrections on your papers, and let's follow along. So it says fill in the blanks to find 8 times 7, okay? So remember, the huge tip for this, you look at this first line here, and you figure out what is the same on both sides of the equal sign, aka what is the constant? What is the constant? Who can tell me? What is the constant? Sammy?
7.
Yes, the times and the 7. This is my constant, right? So that means it's not going to change. It's going to stay on both sides of the equal sign. I don't really have to pay attention to it right away. So now I'm left with this. 5 plus blank equals 8. What's my missing number here? Cassia?
2.
What does 5 plus 2 equal? 5 plus 2 equals what?
7.
Yep, what are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to 8. So what's my missing number, Mateo? 3. 3 is the only answer that would make sense here. 3. So 5 plus 3 equals 8. Okay, so now we're good with the first line. Now we're going to come down to the second line here. Okay, we're here. We're right here. So now we don't need to look at that side of the equal sign. 5 times 7 plus blank times 7. Remember what I told you. Everything gets brought down. The 5 came down. The constant came down. So what needs to come down? Angel?
3.
3, exactly. The 3 needs to come down. And, of course, the constant came down. And now when we have parentheses, what must we do? Now we're on this line. So we've done with that one. Now we're on this next line. Every time we see parentheses, Ishmael, what must we do? We must solve. What's inside the first set of parentheses? What?
5 times 7.
Good. 5 times 7. And what is 5 times 7?
35.
35. So that answer is going to go here. And Melanie, what's in my second set of parentheses? I'm sorry, what? What's inside? What's the equation? Right here in the second set of parentheses, Mel. Focus. What's in this equation?
3 times 7.
And what is 3 times 7 equal?
21.
Very good. 8 equals 21. And now we just have to do simple addition here. And we have to add our answers to get what, Victor? What's our answer? 56 is the correct answer. So, once again, I'm going to repeat my steps. The first thing I do, I look at my first line here. And I figure out, okay, 8 times 7. I look at the other side of the equal sign and I find my constant. That was the times 7. So once I don't really look at that in the first line, and then I figure out what's left. 5 plus blank equals 8. Well, the only number that works is 3. Then everything gets dragged down. The 5, the constant, the 3, the constant, and then I solve. All right. Very good. Let's erase our mess here. And move on. Please make the corrections on your paper if you need to. Now we're doing, once again, simple math facts. You guys, there's not really a way I can teach, I can keep teaching this to you. Okay, it's just your math facts. Remember, if it's multiplication, if you have to, right, this is not timed, so you can make 7 groups. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups, and you could put 7 dots in each group and then count your total. Somebody tell me what is 7 times 7. We're going to go through these quickly. Angel? 49, that's correct. And if you get some off-the-wall number, it's telling you it has to be one of these numbers down here, okay? So at least you kind of have your options a little bit dimmed. What times 7 equals 28? What times 7, Toby?
4.
4, very good, Toby. 4 times 7 equals 28. Once again, a reverse way to do this is you can make 7 groups, once again. 4, 5, 6, 7. And you could put 1 in each until you get to 28. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way to 28. And then you'd make sure you'd see that there's 4 in each group. If you don't know your math facts, that's the way you could solve that. 4, good. 21 divided by 7 is equal to what, Allison? 3, very good. 70 divided by what equals 7? So 7 times what equals 70? That's another way you could put it, Juliana. 10, very good. So we've used 4, 3, 10. Last one. Now look at this really quickly. It's a division problem, which means this is going to be my total. It should be the greatest number, aka the biggest number. So you take these two small numbers and multiply them. And what is it? What is my answer, Ellie?
Wait, Emily or me?
Ellie.
Oh. 63.
Who did you think I said?
Emily.
Oh, Ellie, sorry. Yeah, 63. I thought you said Emmy. I'm like, Emmy's not in this class. That's Gasia. Okay, very good. 63 was the only correct answer. You could write the numbers here or on the lines on the test. I'll take it either way. Okay, check your work and then go on to the next page when you're done. Okay. Next. Here we go. Adam has 35 pages left to read in his book. He plans to read 7 pages, keyword here, each night. The letter N represents the number of nights it will take him to read his book. So the first one, write a division equation that can be used to find the value of N. So just like we did yesterday, right? Use that letter. I'm not even looking for an answer yet. I just need you to use that letter. What equation are we going to use? What kind of equation are we going to use here, Victoria? Equals? Very good, Victoria. 35 divided by 7 equals N. I'm going to quickly explain, even though we learned this, I'm going to quickly remind you of how we know it's a division equation. It tells us he has 35 pages left to read. They gave us our total. They also gave us the number he's reading each night. We need to figure out, as it's asking us, how many nights is it going to take? So we have our total, our big number. We also have to use the other number they give us in the question. Every time we're given the total, it's a division equation. But now part B says, write a multiplication equation. Oh, and it even told you in the directions division. Oh my. So hopefully you got that one right. Multiplication equation. So what would the multiplication equation be? Still use that N. Jimena, can you do it for me? Can you do part B? Very good. 7 times N equals 35. Jimena did a great job. She used the numbers they gave us. They gave us 35. That's our total. And total comes at the end in multiplication. And 7 is the number they gave us. And N is our mystery number. So now we're solving for N. What does N equal? What does N equal? Dennis, what does N equal?
5.
Very good, Dennis. N equals 5. Once again, a way you can solve this is just like we talked about our last math facts, right? You could take your total and your pages in each. You can draw your total. Your total is 35. Draw 35 lines. I'm not going to do that now. Circle 7 in each group and see how many groups you have, and you'll end up with 5. Do we see how we got that, friends? Okay, check your work. Correct any mistakes you need to correct. Great, so love to hear that. And we are going to do the next one. Okay, here we go. If you're not paying attention, I hope you pay attention now. Fill in the blanks to find 12 times 4. This one is a lot like the one we did, but I don't know if you guys noticed that there's something a little different. So let's take a look, okay? Once again, same process. We look at that first line, and we look at what is on both sides of the equal sign. Angel, what's on both sides of this equal sign? No, there's a 6 on this side of the equal sign? Do you see a 6 over here? Just the times 4. Very good. So just the times 4. And remember, we're only looking at this first line when I ask that question. Okay? Don't look at anything else. So the times 4 is on both sides. Hi. I'm making a video for their class. Can you come back in 2 minutes? Okay. So we have times 4 on both sides of the equal sign, okay? So what is left? What are we left with? 6, look at this, times blank equals 12. This is a times sign. On the other one, it was a plus sign, right? We are used to plus signs. They put a times sign here. So what number does this have to be? Ooh, Victor? It has to be a 2. So take a minute and let me pull up that other one so you can see what I'm talking about. Oops. How many of you had 6? Aha!
I almost had 6. I had 5.
At least you're on the right track. 5? Okay. Look at what I'm talking about here. Right? When we looked at this question here, right? Look, they're the same kind of, same steps where you look at both sides of the equal sign. It's the times 7, you find your constant. But it was 5 plus blank equals 8, right? It was addition. They're doing a times sign now, okay? Do you see that? They tricked you guys. This book loves to play tricks, but it's nothing that you cannot do. You can do these, okay? They're trying to play tricks on you, but you can do these. They're never going to give you a big multiplication problem, okay? But do you see that? Still the same steps. It's still work you can do, okay? So 6 times 2. So exactly, same steps as last time. Everything gets dragged down. So now we're on the second line here. The 6 got dragged down. The 4 got dragged down. What didn't get dragged down? What needs to come down? Victoria? 2. Very good. So you bring that 2 down. Once again, same thing. When we have parentheses, look at the board. When we have parentheses, we must solve. What's inside of the parentheses this time, though? Dennis, what's inside?
8.
Yes, the answer is 8 because it's 2 times 4. And at the end, it's asking us to solve what?
6.
Times 8. 6 times 8. What is 6 times 8? Victor?
48.
Very good. Once again, if you don't know your math facts, make 6 groups, put 8 in each, all right? However you have to solve it is fine by me, as long as you get the right answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to remember we don't have to say our scores, right? But very good, Miguel. You're on the right track. Okay. Final question. Here we go. Amy has 7 rows of stickers. And there are 6 stickers in each row. Once again, just like we did, the letter D represents the number she has all together. So write an equation that can be used to find D. So just like we did yesterday in class. Cassia, you want to do it?
That's the equation.
Yep, give me the equation, babe. With the letter. What'd you do for part A?
7 times 6 equals 3.
Oh, so for this first one, you only need this part, okay? All right, very good, though. You have the right equation. Look at what she did. They gave her the number of rows. They gave her the numbers, keyword, in each row. She knows she has her 2 small numbers. She needs to find her what? What is she missing? Starts with the T. What is she missing, Ishmael? Mel? Yeah, her answer, which is the total. Remember, we need to use that word total. We're missing the total. D represents our total. Very good, Cassia. What is our total? D is equal to what? Amy has how many stickers all together? Eduardo, how many stickers does Amy have all together? Huh?
42.
Very good. 42 is the answer. Please make any necessary corrections you might need to make. This is exactly what your quiz is going to look like tomorrow. Obviously, different numbers, just like last time, okay? Yes, take this, put it in your yellow folder, practice it, study it tonight.
Wait,